So what happens when you take a rail shooter and put it on the Nintendo DS and it is not a rail shooter? You get Star Fox Command. What is going on, people? Welcome back to another episode of Fresh Looks, where I take games and I review them whether they're old or new. This episode we're going to be talking about Star Fox Command, and oh boy, get ready for a wild one. Now then, without wasting any time, let's go ahead and get into the story. So years after Star Fox is sold, a new threat called the Angler Forces take over Venom and try to take over the Lilat system. Team Star Fox is broken up. Fox is the only member of Star Fox at this time. Falco leaves the team for a third time. Slippy is at Aquas with his new girlfriend Amanda. And Crystal, oh boy. Okay, let me go ahead and explain this the best I can. Fox wanted Crystal to leave the team because he thought it was unsafe for her to be in Star Fox to begin with. So Crystal decides to join with the Canadian forces. Later on in the story, you find out that she joins with Star Wolf to get back at Fox. And that's pretty much it. Let me jump the gun here for a bit. There are 9 endings in this game. None of them are canon. And you have to replay the first level 9 times, which is similar to Shadow the Hedgehog. During your multiple playthroughs, you will have the option to choose which path you desire. Like Shadow the Hedgehog, there is no point of telling the story because there are 9 non-canon endings and most of them are pretty stupid, so I'm not even gonna bother. So for the first time in the series, besides multiplayer stuff, you are actually playing as Fox, Falco, Slippy, Peppy, Crystal, Team Star Wolf, returning characters such as Cat and Bill, newcomers such as Lucy, Amanda, and Dash, and you even get to play as James McCloud. For those that do not know who James McCloud is, that is Fox's dead father. Each character has their own ship with different abilities. Everyone has a laser except Leon, smart bombs, and a certain type of boost meter and a time bonus. So how does this game play? When you start the game, you are introduced to this map. In this map, you have to draw pathways to get to your destination. On the map, there are power-ups, enemies, missiles, and motherships. When you engage with the enemy, you are taken on to the actual gameplay. Star Fox Command is an all-range mode game, and your control scheme is full-on touchscreen, which I do not like. Shooting lasers are the only things the button does. You can pretty much do everything you could in the previous games, but there is one change. In Command, your barrel roll and your boost are connected. In the beginning of the game, Rob tells you that you can pick up these items using your barrel roll. Your objective is to pick up these star-shaped cores. Once you pick these cores up, the mission ends. Sometimes at the end of the mission, there is a boss battle. Defeat the boss and move on. Sometimes you will encounter missiles, like I said before, and you have to follow the missile and destroy it. But if you leave these red squares, you will lose it and you will lose the mission. The graphics for the game don't look too bad since they're on the 3DS. One of my favorite things about the game and its graphics is whenever you're on a landmark on the actual map, when you're actually inside the gameplay, the landmark is the area that you're in. So say if you're in a water area on the map, whenever you engage an enemy on the water area, you are taken to a water area whenever you're in your ship and whatnot. So that's pretty cool, I like that. The soundtrack is actually pretty amazing, with some of my favorite pieces being, of course, the Star Wolf theme and Falco's theme, which was supposed to be in Super Smash Bros., but it never happened for some reason. That would have been cool. My overall thoughts: I don't hate the game as much as I used to, and to be honest, there really isn't much to talk about here. It's pretty much the same thing every time. You go on a map, you draw wherever you want to go, you engage the enemy, collect the cores, lather, rinse, repeat. It's pretty much the same thing. It's a functioning game, and the game doesn't look bad. The music is pretty godlike though. The gameplay, on the other hand, like I said, is a step down from the previous entries. It did get pretty good reviews, and if you do want to try it out yourself, it is on the Wii U Virtual Console for $10. Thank you guys for watching. I know this is a short review, but the next time I'll see you guys in Review Land, I will be covering the newly released 2 games, because I forgot there was 2 of them, Star Fox Zero and Star Fox Guard. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode of Fresh Looks. Take care, everybody.